Hello, dear. Welcome on Mayapuri, and many congratulations for your achievements as a singer. And in fact, in Bollywood also, you have done many songs. So my first question for you is, as the inventor and pioneer of the Bollywood opera style, what inspired you to fuse opera with Bollywood music?
Hi everyone, thanks for inviting me. Well, thanks for your question. It's been basically a spiritual journey because I did a dip in Ganga River and I saw the light. My life completely changed. So I thought I wanted to give something back to my mother India through doing this fusion between Bollywood and opera on the first time ever. So it just came quickly in my mind after this spiritual bath in Ganga River. And I don't know, maybe it's a blessing from the gods that gave me this idea, and I'm so happy to be here collaborating in India with all the most amazing artists.
As you said, collaborating the for singing with the artist. So my question is next is according to that only, that how did your collaborations with renowned Bollywood artists like Supinder Singh, Vishal Shekhar, Sajid Wajid, Rahat Fateh Ali Khan, Anup Jalota, Mikha Singh, and others come about?
Well, actually, it was like just, I met them through some common friends, through these parties of international stars, and they were quite surprised of my easy way of learning new languages like Punjabi or Hindi or even Urdu for the Sufi music, like this recent collaboration with Rahat Fateh Ali Khan, which is the first time ever fusion between the Sufi music and opera. So yeah, it just came because they were quite surprised to see a foreigner to take quite easy their language as well as their style of music, and to be able to, combine in a way that is like melting properly without going too much into opera or neither to go too much into Eastern music. So, you have to be like in a recipe, me being Italian, when you put not too much salt, not too much masala. So to balance these ingredients to get tasty food. So that's what we did with music, basically.
Okay, you have sung in Bollywood films like Thank You and Mary Com. So how did those opportunities arise, and what was the experience like?
Well, it was very nice because it was one of my first experiences in Bollywood, and it was quite challenging because it was, just a few days that I'd reached in India. So even I was like kind of astonished by this new vibration of this new environment. And all the musicians have been very kind and very good-hearted in making me comfortable. And I did all my efforts and I did all my best to be able to deliver a product as much beautiful as possible.
As the first foreigner to find fame in India through your own talents, what advice would you give to other artists looking to break into the Indian entertainment industry?
Wow, this is quite a difficult question because as I'm famous to be very straightforward and very sincere, I never lie in my life because I still keep this child prodigy alive inside me. I was an ex-child prodigy, so my brain is still sometimes, like very, very innocent and also very open and very transparent. I must say that the options are two, actually. Correct me if you need any filter. If you want to cut off this answer, you can be free to do that, because now I'm saying something which is going in a territory that maybe it's not, it's too open and too sincere. So either you have the gut to face so many people who try to be tricky, especially with foreigners. Even I had some days where I needed to jump out of the window because I risked to be raped. And there are very, very bad people, but also very, very good people. So the initial part That's why many foreigners, they prefer the second option to just be the girlfriend of someone. So they have a protector, they have a godfather, and their life is easier. It seems easier. But for me, that I'm a free bird, I cannot just, share my bed with a person that I don't love, frankly speaking, or much older than me. Though I'm the older nowadays. There are many teenagers and all who wants to flirt with me, and I'm happy to flirt with them actually, because my spirit is always like very young and very lively. So I feel bad energy in sharing my things with the person who is just there for exploiting my body. So actually, this is a choice, because there are girls who are more comfortable with the second option. I'd rather prefer the first option. So that's how I'm here. I'm always happy because, for me, the success is not just having a big bank account, lots of houses gifted by someone. For me, the biggest happiness is to have built my own, to be free to send to the hell someone who is doing something that I'm not comfortable with. And always, to just be independent, because I'm pioneer of unconventional life and of freedom of women. That's what I always say in all my inspirational speeches all over the world. So first of all, independence, and also we women are not handicapped, that we always need a man to protect us, to guide us, to give us money. We have the same intelligence, the same brain, if not more sometimes. And we just have to be courageous, to have the gut of say no when we need to say no, to say yes when we need to say yes. And that's the secret. So I faced so many problems. Maybe my path was not as smooth as those girls who choose to be the girlfriend of, and to be famous without any talent, just because they are the girlfriend of. And I have my talent, thanks to God. I've done a very early career, and I'm still here doing so many new things and regenerating myself through innovative concepts and innovative things. So I'm happy, because the success is also, what you have done in your entire life. It's not just work and social escalation or money. It's also what you do in your free time. When you go to bed, you sleep with a good, comfortable sleep, with a smile, because you love yourself and you are not ashamed of yourself, of what you've done in your life, and you are dependent on someone. You have nightmares, you take antidepressant, you take psychopharmacs, you go to psychologists and all these things. So you may have a bigger bank account, but then you're losing yourself. So if you put on the weight machine, these 2 points are like, and I want instead to be always very flowing and very harmonious. And that's how my life, thanks to God and thanks to me, is.
Well said. You have received 7 international opera awards. Which one means the most to you, and why?
Actually, it's difficult to say. Maybe the Mario Lanza, because there was Pavarotti in the jury, and then it opened to me the access to his agency, which used to be the biggest agency for opera singers. And then I started singing all over the world. I was very young, and it was so, beautiful. Even that opera that I sang that time, it was very challenging. I still remember, the vibes the night before the competition. Already when I reached in finale among all the singers from all over the world, I was like, oh God, I'm in finale. I was not even, actually, I went there just in a secret way, because my parents, as usually, they think this is a mad horse. Where is she going? She should not travel alone. And instead I said, no, I'm just going here to my cousin's house. Don't worry, I'll come after the weekend. And instead I went to completely other city after so many hours of these slow trains, because I just didn't want even to ask them money, because then they would have got suspicious. So I just asked a few petty money from all my friends in the school. And then I went there, and then I came back home with a big award, and they were like, oh my God, you have not gone to your cousin's house. And I said, yeah, this is my crazy things, but actually it rewarded me, and it opened the door to my opera career. So at the end of the day, even my family was happy of this little crazy naughty thing that I did.
What are some of your future goals and aspirations as an artist that you are working towards?
Well, there are different things like, to give rendition to some roles which are very challenging and very far from my nature, from my character, because, it's easy to just act something that you are already very close to, like, instead to do something which is like, I don't know, maybe the warrior or something which is set in a completely exotic set, that could appeal me a lot.
Okay, great. Do you want to say something to your fans?
Well, I just want to thank them for all the love. And I want to tell them that even if I can't reply them all the time, because I always get my inbox full of messages and all, I'm always thinking about them, just to bear with me. Sooner or later, I will go live again in my Instagram page. So they'll be able to send me all the live questions. That's the most effective way that they can interact with me. And I want to always tell them that they can stay tuned to my YouTube channels, to my new songs. So something new is coming in October. So just stay tuned, and a big surprise that's gonna come.
Thank you so much, and all the very best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to you too, and thanks to Mayapuri for this nice interview. Bye.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are the most memorable meetings and friendships with Indian people, celebrities, and media people of yours, if you want to share with us?
Well, I think with the legendary singer of India, like Asha Bhosle, was so lovely. She even invited me at her house in Mumbai for lunch, and we shared an entire day together. We talk about the most different aspects of singing technique. We compare the opera technique with the Indian classical singing. She hugged me. She was very sweet. I remember she gave me some dates that she just brought from Dubai. They were very precious to her because she's very fond of dates, and I also like dates and sweets in general. And during the lunch, it was fun because also her family joined us. And it's like when you are with a legend, like when I sang with Pavarotti or the Grammy Award winner Ennio Morricone, they are always very down to earth. The more they are really important from a musical and artistic point of view, the more they are down to earth and very humble. And that's what, I always appreciate, because, to find a second family in Mumbai was really amazing. And she tweeted me before I reached my hotel. So it was such a beautiful experience, because she being older than me, I was supposed to do that for her and not the contrary, and instead she did it before than me, and it was a very nice surprise. So I was like, I've always been a great admirer of Asha Bhosle. So to meet her in person and to talk to her all the musical things and to jam with her, it's been very, very nice. And her to opening her own house to me for lunch, it's been great experience, of course.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Bye. Take care.
Thank you so much.